Dmytro Zhivitsky, the head of Sumy Regional Military Administration, said that a kamikaze drone attack had taken place on the territory of Krasnopillia community the current day. 6 people have been injured in the shelling, 2 of whom are in critical condition. During the day, the community has also been fired at with mortars and other weapons, Zhivitsky said. A total of 42 hits were counted throughout the community. Houses, farm buildings, a school and a village council have been damaged. Also, a park has been destroyed in one of the settlements. The city of Kharkiv and the region came under fire from the Russian military this day. This was announced in a video message by the head of Kharkiv Regional Military Administration, Oleg Sinihubov. As a result of shelling, there are wounded and dead, including a child.
Over the past few days, the number of shellings in the region and the city of Kharkiv has increased. In particular, the Industrialny district of Kharkiv was shelled en masse by the enemy. An 8-year-old girl died as a result of enemy shelling in the village of Bezruki. Her mother has been taken to hospital with injuries. In total, according to the national police, 43 children have been killed and 130 injured in the city of Kharkiv and the region since the beginning of the hostile Russian aggression. 860 adults were killed by Russians.
In total, according to the head of the Regional Military Administration, 15 people died in the region the current day. 16 have been injured. Preliminarily, 6 dead and 4 wounded in Chernihiv community, 5 dead and 11 wounded in Kharkiv. An 8-year-old child died in Kharkiv district. 3 more people were killed due to shelling by the Russian military in Zolochiv community. The Russian army is approaching Lysychansk. The enemy is consolidated in nearby settlements, and the city itself is shelled by aircraft, artillery and tanks. This was announced by the head of Luhansk Regional Military Administration, Serhiy Haidai. Police, prosecutor's office and security service buildings have been hit by missiles in Lysychansk this day. At least 3 civilians and several police officers have been injured.
Despite the severity of the shelling, the quiet evacuation from the city continues. Why quiet? Because as soon as we say somewhere that we have humanitarian headquarters, we have a hospital that functions, or we have an evacuation here, these places, these addresses are immediately fired upon. Therefore, we are working very quietly in terms of evacuation. Every day, an average of 20 to 50 people are taken out. Sometimes it's 70 people. Volunteers are working, the police are working, the military, local authorities and the SES are helping. That is, we are quietly taking people away from our region. Then they go to peaceful areas of Ukraine, and every day we manage to bring humanitarian goods to Lysychansk.
Street fights continue in Severodonetsk. During this day, the Russians again shelled the villages of Synetsky and Pavlograd. Destroyed bridges and the Azot plant got under fire as well. The territory of sewage treatment plants and one of the Chemical Association checkpoints have been damaged there. This day, 9 houses have been destroyed in Hirske, 7 residential buildings have been damaged in Zolote, and 12 in Novoivanivka. This day, Russian servicemen hit the Zolota Rybka beach in Chasovy Yar near Bakhmut in Donetsk region with cluster shells. 6 children have been injured, according to the head of Donetsk Regional Military Administration, Pavlo Kyrylenko. 1 person was killed and 11 injured in the shelling. This is another Russian war crime on our land, he said on Telegram. The current day Apostol of Anzal communities of Dnipropetrovsk region came under fire from the Russian military. This was announced by the head of Dnipropetrovsk Regional Military Administration, Valentin Reznichenko. As a result of the shelling in the village of Velika Kostromka, a school, a kindergarten, residential buildings, a shop, a gas supply and electricity supply lines have been damaged. There are no civilian casualties. A Russian mine was brought to the Black Sea coast of Odessa region this day. The spokesman of Odessa Regional Military Administration, Serhiy Brachuk, reported about it.
On one of the beaches of Odessa region, an enemy anti-ship mine was once again thrown ashore and detonated. Fortunately, no one was injured.
Kyiv volunteers set up a modular house for 78-year-old Anatoly Babenko from Chernihiv, since his own home, where he had lived for 45 years, was destroyed by Russian shells.
I was in so much pain. It was a shock. What can I say? I was left with nothing.
In April, Anatoly met with volunteer Oksana Degtyaryova. The woman brought him food and clothes. When I arrived and saw this old man and how old ladies were pushing him away from jackets, I took him aside and talked to him. I saw that he was a very shy, kind person with a big heart. Oksana introduced the man to Kyiv volunteers. Alberto from Kyiv decided to raise money and install a modular house for the old man. It was a surprise for him.
Oksana just told me, "You will have a surprise." I thought, what a surprise it could be. Maybe they would bring me something to eat, because then I wanted food. This house was brought in the evening. How happy I was. My legs trembled. Oh my God. Of course it was joyful.
To thank Oksana Degtyaryova, who fed him and introduced to Kyiv residents, the man helped her and then joined volunteers.
I don't even remember how long I've been helping here. I just help and that's it. They need me, especially since Oksana helped me so much. I will now help her as much as I need to, because she helped me a lot.
Several times a week, Anatoly tidies up the yard where people are given help, removes boxes, helps unload cars with humanitarian aid. In general, he says he does what he's asked to do.
Despite my age, while I still have strength, I help. I find myself here. I have a job and interest. It's more interesting for me to live. And you help with something, you bring some benefit. I hang out with young people and I have more fun and time passes. And it distracts a little. At the age of 78, I was left with nothing. Everything burned down. Although now everything, thank God, is here. I thank Oksana.
This modular house, together with delivery and installation, cost more than $3,000, says the founder of the Esperanza charity fund, Alberto Cortez.
I just saw the problem. I saw that I could help the person. I knew I had the opportunity. I did it. This is really a need of many people and there is a real need to help. In life, they say everything passes. This will pass as well. You just have to believe. This is the most important thing and you will receive help.